This is your final trial, Madeline. Are you ready?
One question. What happens if I say no? What if I decide I don't want to work for you after all?
We'd be disappointed, of course. But it's always your choice. And speaking of choices...
And this one's called The Final Choice.
In that box is $2 million of untraceable cash.
Well,
You
then.
must decide where to send the money by attaching one of the postage labels.
And where exactly did this cash come from?
As I said before, many of the Assembly's projects are lucrative. It's not from any kind of criminal enterprise, if that's what you're implying.
Oh, perish the thought.
Doctor... Is that me? The Capitol Police? Can I like read these? Because it's like freaking hard to see. Something... Stationary Crows Foundation? Are these supposed to be relevant? Nevada Capitol Police.
Decision time, Madeline. Make your choice.
Dr. Macalon something. Department of...
There must be some mistake. This one's my apartment.
No mistake. Many of our current members chose to keep the money to fund their important research.
Oh gosh.
You can donate the money to the police department. No doubt they could use it to do a lot of good. You can give it to charity. We assume the Salzburg Cross Foundation would be your favored recipient, and they would certainly appreciate such a donation.
So, charity police... I mean, if I'm stuck down here, I'm not going to use the money. You know? I'll give it to charity, I guess.
An interesting choice.
Wait, is that it? No puzzle?
No puzzles, Madeline. Not this time. But it's not over.
Gotta choose, right?
2 patients, both in need of a life-saving kidney transplant. One is a military veteran, a decorated war hero on the eve of his 70th birthday. He served his country with honor and is now a leading authority on PTSD treatment. The other is a young girl about to turn 7, the age when humans become fully self-aware and begin to shape their own lives. Apart from blood type, they could hardly be more different. But there is only one viable kidney available at this time. Whomever you choose to give the kidney will live. The other will almost certainly die.
Bloody hell. There's no right answer to this, is there?
As you said yourself earlier today, it always depends.
How do I open that? There it goes.
So this box contains the transplant. Oh god. I thought it'd be a model.
No, I'm going to give it to the kid. No,
She's a
guys.
blank canvas. Who knows what she'll become? What she might achieve.
So, in this regard, my thought process is, and the reason I want to give it to the kid, is that the guy is 70 years old. Yeah, he's done a whole lot. He's a veteran. He's, leading helper. What do they say? PTSD. He's done good. But he's 70 at this point, meaning that the kidney would only be good for say 10, 20 years, if 30 years maybe. Who knows? The kid, on the other hand, is the same way. The kid's 7 years old, 9 years old, whatever they said. She still has her whole life ahead of her. The kidney can be used for 60 plus years. The only bad side of the kid is that the kid, you don't know what the kid's going to become. The kid could be
You must
goes
decide,
around
Madeline.
still
It's up to you.
delinquent, all the above, But it's the fact that the kid has so much longer
Is it for
to.
us to judge things she hasn't even done yet?
Yeah. But the kid could cure the kid. She could come up working here and solve problems. You know what I mean?
Child. She has a whole life ahead.
Your choice has been noted.
I like these kind of scenarios.
The Assembly's resources are plentiful but not infinite. Choices must always be made.
Yes, I'm sensing the theme. So what's the story here?
This child has a rare and terminal genetic disorder that is about to manifest. His life expectancy is mere months. We have the power to make a difference, but how we do so is a difficult choice. The green button is for assured life now. We have developed an experimental treatment that will delay the disorder's acute symptoms until adolescence. But barring another breakthrough, he won't survive to adulthood. The blue button is for the chance of a better life later. He will be placed in our proprietary cryonic stasis program. If he survives that process, he can be preserved until a cure is found. But that may take decades, if it can be found at all.
Neither option sounds like much fun for the poor boy's family. But this is silly. Cryonics this sophisticated don't exist yet.
In the outside world, perhaps, but this is not a hypothetical, Madeline. That boy really is dying. You must choose what action we take.
You can't be serious. Oh, bloody hell.
The Assembly makes choices like this every day. Get used to it.
Oh man, I've never heard of this scenario. So the scenario is, to summarize if you guys missed anything, was that the green button can heal him and basically ensures that his life is till, just say 10, 20. It guarantees the first 15 years of his life. The other button puts him into cryogenic sleep in the hope that some kind of treatment becomes available in the future, in which case they'll unfreeze him and then treat him then, and he'll get to continue his life.
Indecision is not an option, Madeline.
What I was going to do is I'm going to go with this button because of his family. The kid right now doesn't know anything, but it's going to be so detrimental to the family that it would be like losing your child if you put him into cryogenic sleep. Like, what are you gonna do? Put him in like an ice box and just look at him until you grow old and die, and then hope that he'll have a future in the. I mean, that's the thing. It's like he could have a future if we freeze him, but with this, his family and he's insured that if we do that, then I guess he's insured in the future that they could still do the treatment that they're doing now later.
Hurry up,
But again,
Madeline.
the
It's
family-
decision time.
The family misses out on it.
So this will keep him alive, but only for about 15 years.
15 years.
Better a good life now than nothing but a promise in the future.
Thank you. And now, your final test.
Help. Where am I? What's going on?
Shit! Dad?
All the way from England. This is why I had to step out for a while earlier.
But what's going on? What are you doing to him?
Us? Nothing. But you.
So
That man destroyed your career, Madeline. He
Oh,
betrayed you and your mother and set
man.
your work back by years. Your husband left because of him. You had to flee the country because of him. All because he didn't trust you. He didn't believe in you.
All right. I get the message.
You're a survivor, Madeline. You came to us and we can help you fulfill your destiny. But not before you make him pay for what he did. For all the pain he caused. Push the button, Madeline. Push it!
Is it even my dad behind there? Is it just you recording his voice and I'm gonna electrocute someone else?
What are you waiting for? If you want to join us, you have to learn to move on.
Huh. Yeah, so basically what this story is, my dad... So my mom had the consent of me to do the trials on her. Dad, to do the second biopsy, said that she didn't have the consent. It was a he said, she said.
Leave your past behind. Push the button.
Dad. How do I feel about the dad? Do I relate to my own dad? I'm thinking. I mean, so on one side you have, is it right to take someone's life? Is it right to kill them? I don't want to push it.
No. No, I won't do this. He only did what he thought was right.
Yeah, I'm gonna let justice, let him rot in a cell. I'm not gonna push it.
You're right, Dr. Chavez. I do have to move on. But not through revenge.
I must say, I'm pleased you made the choices you did.
Spare me the bonhomie. No more bloody moral choices.
It's interesting, I didn't think there was a choice.
I'm the director of the assembly. First of all, let me assure you, despite all the theater, that wasn't really your father.
Your computer again.
He's truly remarkable. Adam, would you be so kind as to give Dr. Stone a demonstration?
It would be my pleasure, Director. After all, I know you've been watching my progress.
Or should I say Dr. Stone's progress, with great interest today.
All right. Enough. Can we just get on with this?
Of course. Make your way through to my office and we can go over your performance today.
Achievement unlocked, Prairie Helion.
Congratulations, Madeline. You made it all the way. Now go on through to the next room. The director wants to speak with you.
Good to meet you at last, Dr. Stone. Please take a seat. May I call you Madeline?
I suppose so. Your colleague's been doing it all day.
Thank you. I've been watching with interest, and I know Dr. Chavez has too. I think her intention was to recruit you for her own work, on a project called Windfall.
Director, before you go any further, this recording is from my recent databanks.
Update 94 memo. The two Site 1 teams almost came into contact today. It's imperative to Pinfeather's success that the duplicates know nothing about each other. It's only by cherry-picking results from combined sites that I can keep the official death rate reports under an acceptable threshold. If the teams knew I was manipulating their data... Anyway.
What on earth? Chavez?
Yes, Director. I have also uncovered documents showing further evidence of results falsification. They're in your inbox.
Damn. Call security, apprehend Chavez, and hold it till I'm finished here.
Yes, Director.
Well, that certainly changes things around here. Now, as to your results, let's cut to the chase, shall we? I'm delighted to offer you a permanent position here at the Assembly. We'll start your induction immediately so you can get to work.
And what happens if I refuse?
That would be unexpected, but it's your choice, of course. We can selectively wipe your memory. You'll just wake up in your new apartment, and you won't remember a thing. Of course, we'd rather make good use of that brilliant mind instead. What do you say?
Informed consent.
What's this? Sunglasses?
Much more than that. It's a prototype augmentation headset. We call it the Memo. You'll find it contains a full breakdown of your trial results.
Funding, autonomy, the chance of a lifetime, but hidden from the world. I think I can do some good here. I wasn't made to sit around and mope.
You've made that abundantly clear, and I couldn't be happier. Welcome to the Assembly, Dr. Stone.
The reason that I accepted it. We're gonna talk, you think? Okay, so the reason that I accepted it was the fact that I was basically ruined publicly, and I ended up getting taken to this secret facility. My work can do good here at this facility, even though they might be corrupt at times. It seems like there are some people in here that they still are trying to do good, but they have to, you know, like how the other guy, he left to show off how bad it is. So I don't know. Candidate average, I got 142, time taking 219. So I didn't know how that worked, so that was my fault. Candidate average, liars feast. You 23, accusations made 2, attempts made 0, 12 minutes 15. I did take longer, but I deduced it out correctly, and I guess I got a higher average. Family matters. See, I thought I did really good on that, but apparently I didn't. Time taking 3 minutes. Number of undos. See, I only did 19, but number of undos 50. Oh no, I did good. Because I did 50 and I only had 19 undos, and I did it faster. I did it completely better. Salzburg Cross Charity, time taking 2 minutes. Most candidates choose personal funding, but 53% choose charity. Final choice, the young girl. 85% choose the young girl. That's really cool. Experimental treatment. Wow, 60. I can see the 60% though. I can see why they did it. That's a good scenario when you get a pretty even, like, amount. Spare the accused. Push the accused. Spare the accused. I feel like that one could have been in a little bit different scenario, like if you had a positive and a negative button, rather than the option of trying to walk away, because they might have accidentally pushed the button because they didn't know how to go through
All right. So when do we start?
Ha! Excellent. Officer Harris will show you to your quarters. Welcome, Dr. Stone. Welcome to the future.
It's pretty cool. Is that the end of it? And I noticed that the assembly, the actual logo of the assembly, is the two main characters, like their silhouette, and then the picture of the actual assembly. But it seems like there's only one left in the epilogue, and we're gonna be Madeline. 1 month later. Why is Madeline so short? She's a midget. Hello, Dr. Stone. I hope you are settling in well. If you have any concerns or requests, do not hesitate to ask. Oh.
Well, this is certainly promising. At this rate, we could have Salzburg Cross in remission within 2 years.
Really cool. Bro, we took over his spot, the guy that left.
Dr. Stone, this is the director. How are you enjoying your first week with us?
Very much, thank you, Director. I think I made the right decision.
I had no doubt you would, Madeline. Just remember.
I know. The price of truth is discretion. You can rely on me, Director.
Live now from Calico Island. Michelle?
Thanks, Tom. The bird flu outbreak here seems to be finally under control, thanks to the work of Dr. Caleb Pearson, who's with me now. Dr. Pearson, you've developed a vaccine to combat the deadly Cassius strain that began infecting people here some weeks ago. How's it going?
Better than we could have hoped. The team's done an amazing job, and we're thrilled with the results. Our work's not over yet, but now we have an established vaccination program. Another few weeks, and I think we'll have it contained.
Some have suggested this is the same strain that almost wiped out an island in Indonesia 2 years ago. Can you confirm that? Why weren't doctors able to develop a vaccine for it then?
Well, we seem to have lost our connection to Calico Island. Sorry about that. Still, good news for everybody. Now, the UN today debated yet another resolution.
Well, at least he went off to actually fix the thing. You know? In dreams. That's awesome.
Director.
Yes, Adam?
Media interest in Dr. Pearson is increasing daily, and federal authorities are now mobilizing. It's difficult to disrupt their investigations using only ethical methods. If I could perhaps suggest the simple deterrent of an execution or two.
No, bloody hell, Adam. We're not savages. I should never have trusted Chavez with Pinfeather.
Indeed, Director. Your judgment was quite poor. and now the Assembly's existence is threatened.
Harsh, but fair. Still, onward we go.
On the contrary, Director, your actions leave me no choice but to activate Project Stormguard.
What? Don't be absurd, Adam. Only I can... What the... Adam! No! What are you doing?
Oh.
Stop this! You can't!
I got an achievement for that. Everyone else from injuries, past and present, that's contributed towards the assembly. That's so cool. Ah, yeah, it's so cool, guys. So I stayed to the end.
Anonymity protects us all.
To watch the to make sure there was anything after the credits. But guys, that was the assembly. It was really cool. I played it completely straight through. There's probably insane red marks on my face. Like I said, I had been in there for quite some time. But I really did like it. I love the my favorite part of the whole thing was the decisions that you had to make at the very end, where they start providing scenarios, and I guess it starts to test the morals of the person that is playing the game, you know, what they choose. It's kind of like the Walking Dead Telltale games, or, you know, the other kind of games where, you know, your actions influence the story on how they're going to continue, or and then you get to see at the end like how they actually compare. But I am glad that I chose to join them, because like that's what I was saying, is that I was basically ruined in a public scenario at that point anyway. I had been tried, you know, in a court. You know, I'd been court and been sent and basically drugged my way into the secret facility, only then to be tested to see if I was a good fit for them. And I'm assuming whatever the choices that you made, you would have been offered a position anyway. I don't know if that's like an option scenario, like if that would have been a thing, or if like maybe you only had to choose like one of the major choices for that game for you to be able to join, and maybe that's like one of the decisions or something like that. But like I said, this was made by In Dreams, which was the people that made their newer game Shooty Fruity, and then I went back and played the assembly. Like I said, I played it all the way through. I just spit again. But like I said, I went all the way through it just in one setting. I think it's like a 3-hour long game. It's really cool, really fun. Sorry if it was slow. You know, it was a lot of talking, but it's a story narrative driven game. There's not a lot of action. It's more or less going around finding out that, like, oh, you know, Chavez was manipulating the details and she was bad. Maybe you know at the beginning you thought that every scientist was equal, you know, that one person wasn't doing something bad over something else or anything like that. But you know, Chavez, and then the other guy that was out on the island, he went out to fix what Chavez, you know, was doing, the live trials on the birds and the crows and stuff out there. But guys, my name is Shane for Games. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep on playing.